Today's episode of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown is brought to you by Jeanette McKenzie, Realtor at Forest Hill Signature, Jewelry Forever at jewelryforever.ca, and Beautified by Romina. Enjoy the show.
Broadcasting live from Glenmore Record Studios in Toronto, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown, your Sunday morning talk show with interesting guests, live musical performances, and the most fun you can fit in your coffee cup. Hosted by Scott Dion Brown and Regine Alaina, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 281 of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown. I'm your host, the one, the only Scott Dion Brown, and I'm joined by the greatest co-host in all of the galaxy. The one, the only.
Regine Alaina, happy Sunday. It's weird not saying my name like that anymore because I go back to Silver Lining.
So, wait, you kind of are saying it like that, though?
I know, but it's weird if I don't say it like that, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, Regine has a way of saying her name that... Well, you said it first, though.
I know, but I didn't realize, So
she had this way of saying, like, when she introduces herself, she goes, Regine Alaina. That's how she says it.
And so we've had a guest or a group of guests come on, and they're like, why are you singing? Or it sounds like you're singing your name. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just talking.
Well, no, what it was is that they came on and they were like...
Regine Alaina.
Yeah, they went,
Alaina.
and she didn't realize that's how she was saying it, but to have those three guys say it so loud like that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, we should probably bring on our guest today. Right away. Our guest today is a singer-songwriter.
Yes.
New single just came out recently.
Yes.
So-
all those things are very true.
Yeah, so please give a warm sit-down welcome to Aashika
Hi, guys.
Reddy. Hello.
Welcome to the
Thank you.
Sit Down.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for DMing us.
Of course.
I love it.
But yeah, so Regine has... So now, because they said it to her in that way,
So now it's just stuck.
Now it's copywritten, yeah.
But
From
it-
Silver
but it al-
Lining.
but it also kind of made you self-conscious about it.
Yeah, because now I can just be like Regina Alaina.
Now it just sounds like, oh, Regina Elena. You know what I mean?
now it has to like
Where's the flair?
exactly.
Regine Alaina.
And they like it got to a point where they were just singing it the whole time. I'm like, hey guys, like they're gonna start harmonizing soon.
Oh
we
my
need to get them
goodness.
back on soon, actually.
We should actually, yeah.
But anyways, hello everyone. Welcome to episode 281. Happy Labor Day weekend if you're in the U.S. and Canada.
That's right. Oh yeah, and September's here.
Yeah.
September
School
1st.
starting again. School starting again.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, yesterday I should shout out. So yesterday we had. Was it last week we had the people on
Yep.
from? Yeah. So last Sunday you guys saw we had cast members from Love Me Love Me Not season 2. They were on. That was a fun episode. Well, the actual show itself happened last night,
Yeah.
and honestly, it went really, really well.
Did it? That's great.
Yeah,
That's
I was
amazing.
I was very happy with it. Yeah, it was over at the City Playhouse Theater up
Okay.
in Vaughan,
Thornhill.
Thornhill.
Same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know where
GTA, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know where every area becomes every other area. But the show went really well. I was up till like 5 o'clock in the morning Friday night getting things
Why do you
ready.
do this to yourself?
Oh my goodness.
I find no matter how well in advance I plan, and it's probably not that well to be honest, but but I find just the night before, like there are so many little things.
Yeah,
you
the
know?
little things really get me.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like you just want to make sure it goes perfect and all this stuff. So anyways, but it did go off well. The show went well. The audience reacted really nicely. So congratulations to our cast.
Yay.
Love Me Love Me Not season 2. Mika C wrote it. Congratulations. Well done. Can't wait to see what you guys do next.
Yep. Well, actually, the
Oh, yeah.
JDL fam today
That's right.
will be with me this afternoon at the JDL Summer Fun Fashion Show. Is the poster still up there?
I think it is. Yep. Here. Boom.
Boom. JDL Fun Fashion Show today at Stage Magna, 1320 Ellesmere Road, Unit 8. Tickets are still available, and they are going for $15 only, which is phenomenal. mentored by Melissa, and then I'll be there as the fashion show director.
Wow.
With around, the numbers keep changing, so over 30 of the JDL students will be there, walking the runway, doing their thing with their fun outfits that they've prepared to showcase their personalities. So I'm really excited. I know they're going to be tired because they were with you yesterday, but that's okay. They can sleep in tomorrow.
So you're basically running right there pretty much after this.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go, people. If you want to see this fashion show happening. Yeah. So you've just come out with a new single.
Yes, I did.
Tell us about it.
Well, it's called Want It, and it's actually a really funny story. Like, it is a song that really pushed me out of my comfort zone. Like, I haven't made songs like this before.
Okay.
But I loved seeing the response. Like, everyone was so nice and loving and kind about it. But it's just cute. It was just like cute, fun pop, summer, like
It's a good vibe.
pop. Yeah. But it is gonna be part of an EP that I have coming soon.
Very nice.
It's still in the making, but I can assure you it's very, very good. Yeah.
Fun.
Very, very good. I'm so
Fantastic.
excited.
Cool. So what's your when you write songs? I usually ask this with songwriters because I'm curious about it. Is are you the type of songwriter who do you write the lyrics first and then find a way to fit it to music, or do you have a melody, or do you hear the music first and then write to it? What do you do?
It's usually between finding the beat first and then I write the melody, or I have a melody and then I'm just trying to find a beat that works for it. I rarely do lyrics first. I feel like it's just puzzle piecing. Like, it just doesn't work with anything, and I feel like I'm more of like a freestyler, so normally my best songs come from me just blabbering into the microphone, and whatever comes out, and then I just sort of write off of that. But yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm the same way with that, actually.
Yeah.
Because I've spoken to songwriters who do, and I've seen, like famous ones where you hear stories of like they always have this little notebook and
No,
they're
I
like
can't,
writing lyrics.
no.
I don't work that way. I find I have to hear the beat or a melody first,
Yes,
and
'cause
then
it sets the vibe, you know what I mean? And then I feel like I write down ideas or thoughts that I can incorporate. So like I'll be thinking of that theme while I freestyle or whatever, and then it usually comes out great. I feel like my subconscious mind is very much better than my normal one.
I love that.
Yeah.
What so do you play instruments?
I do. I play the piano, the guitar, and the ukulele.
Oh wow. So you're able to create your own
Yeah.
melodies.
I do.
Awesome.
Nice. Do you predominantly write with one of those instruments, or?
I do normally write with the piano because that's the one I'm more comfortable with.
Sure.
But I feel like whenever I write with the piano, it's always like a sad ballad. So I usually just go straight on with the beats or whatever the producer makes for me, and then we go from there.
That's awesome.
Very cool. That's true. Piano has
And no matter how
the
happy
sounds
the
of it.
chords are, it's just like
yeah.
very, very mellow. But
It's
I
very-
love it though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's very easy to turn it into something
And
like.
like very
Yeah.
dramatic and
Yeah.
musical. But
In fact, I remember one song. In fact, I started recording it and never finished it, but maybe one day I have to. But there was one song I was working on, and I remember like I was writing it on guitar.
Yeah.
Right. And I was like, okay, and I had this idea of what it was going to sound like, and then one day, I don't remember. I set the piano and I was playing through it again, and like I'm playing the same chords.
exactly, it just sounds more dramatic.
Yeah.
It just sounds very, storytelling vibes.
And it totally changed the vibe, and that's why I was almost like, oh, maybe I should make this a sad song. and actually, that's right. I remember now why I stopped writing it, because I kind of got bogged down in. I thought, oh, well, maybe I could have verse 1 could be on the guitar.
Oh, and the
verse 2 piano, and then it was like tough to like
mix
make
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Instruments are very important.
Yeah.
Set the tone.
Totally changes the feel. Yeah.
So how long have you been in music and singing?
Well, I've been singing since I was like 6. My mom used to record me singing nursery rhymes in our little apartment when we first moved here, and then I started like really taking it seriously when I was 13, I think. That's when I started writing and figuring out how to write songs that actually sound good. And I think I put my first single out like a year ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool. What was your first single?
It's called Issues. Yeah.
Sweet. So this new song, did we talk about what it's actually about? Like,
no, but I can tell you right now. Well, Wanta is basically, it's kind of just like having that thrill of having a crush and kind of being blinded by everything else. And you know when you have like a random just wave of confidence, like you would just so overconfident, you're like, I want you right now. And that's kind of the embodiment of that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you get the person that you wanted?
No
No
comment.
No comment. Okay, it's a song. It's a song.
So what inspires your music writing then?
Usually things from my life, movies, TV shows, people's around me, like my friends, my family's lives and their experiences. I'm a very dramatic person, so every small thing I feel will be turned into a song. Like I could feel jealous, or I could feel it wouldn't even be about like a person, like it could be about a thing, and I just turn it into a song. But that's usually what I channel, you know what I mean?
So there's a song coming soon inspired by the sit down experience.
Oh yeah.
Well, depends.
Oh yeah.
If it happens to be like a dramatic experience. Because do you find it's harder to write, like, I need to have some kind of, I don't want to say negative, but it needs to be
Some sort of sorrow.
some kind of like
trauma.
Trauma.
like some kind of impact for me to feel like I want to write. Like if I'm just like feeling fine or happy,
Yeah,
it's
like I can't, because happy songs are hard to write, I feel like.
Yeah.
But I like to turn them around. I like to make them fun and make the lyrics fun. Like my new song, there's a lyric in there. It was like, wait, I have to sing it. Baby, take my shoulder, I'm calico, I'll say something for you. And that was like a reference to the, cat got your tongue. So that was the reference to that. Like it's just, if I'm gonna make a happy song, it's gonna be fun. Like it has
to be.
It has to be fun.
Well, maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to convince Aashika to perform it later. Who knows?
Maybe. I don't know.
We'll see.
Maybe.
Who knows?
It looks like we do have a bunch of viewers watching right now. So if you do have any comments that you might want to throw out there,
Any questions?
any
Questions?
questions, hit us up in the live chats below.
Also hit the like button if you haven't yet.
Yeah.
You know how it works. Helps the algorithm and everything. One thing I wanted to ask you about, it's pretty important.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I understand you're quite a Gilmore Girls fan.
Here we go. Great transition.
Here we
Scott.
go. I was rewatching it again. Every fall. It's
You
like a
have to.
tradition.
Mhm.
But guys, like Rory is really pissing me off. Like I feel like Chilton Rory is the best you can possibly get, and then it just went downhill from there.
So you're talking about a year in the life.
No.
We're talking about Gilmore Girls. Like,
Gilmore
Got
Girls.
yeah,
Got
yeah.
it.
Once she went to Yale, it was over.
It was
She should have went to
over.
Harvard.
Yeah. So my girlfriend got me into. I mean, I will say, got me into it because I've watched.
Doesn't want to admit it.
I've watched a lot of Gilmore Girls. I don't know if I've seen every episode, but I've seen enough that I
enough
know
to
the
know.
whole
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
And
You see the transition.
yeah, I kind of agree. Like, and I realize like some of the stuff that she does, and I'm just kind of like,
Just like, why was this allowed? Why was this
Well,
like?
You if you look at Gilmore Girls specifically Rory,
yeah,
she changes based off of who she's with,
That's true.
right? So and that is how in a heterosexual, maybe even in any relationship, you do tend to become similar to the person that you're with.
Yeah.
So when she is with the bad boy, she does become more of the mischievous rebel girly.
But I feel like she kind of needed that though. She was just way too goody two shoes with Dean, and I think they were just, I don't know.
It's too high school of.
It's just too high school.
An Instagram reel popped up on my thing the other day, and it was just showing all these highlight moments of like, it was basically saying like why Jess was the best,
Yeah.
and it would show like, how Jess was always interested in like her getting her education and like reading
Making
and
the
he was
best of
reading.
her.
reading and yeah.
And then it would show Dean being like, I don't care about Yale.
Yale.
He's like, reading? I don't read these books. And Jess is like, here, I made some notes in the margins.
Yeah, like I feel like
read
that
this."
is just so cute. But like it took me a couple of rewatches to like Jess more. I feel
Yeah.
like the first time I watched it, I was like, oh, like why would she do that?
He's bad. He's trouble.
Bad. It's
Yeah.
trouble. But after a while, it's like I think he's just a troubled kid. Like I think
is
he
just a troubled kid.
needed I don't even know what he needed, to be honest.
He
Like
just needed
He had a
Rory.
parent.
Yeah.
He
You're
had
right.
like a parent figure, but I think he just really needed to reconnect with his like actual parents and like feel loved.
Well, if you look at Year in the Life,
Year in the
You're in the
Life.
life, yeah.
her story just gets messy.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, in fact, so that's what we were
it's-
talking about right
ooh.
before, right? So what are your thoughts on Rory in this new? So A Year in the Life is like the reunion show. Yeah.
And I think,
The remake.
goodness gracious, what happened?
What
happened?
I think, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
But you're also young, right? So you also haven't gone,
gone
through
through
the
that.
same things No, but think about it, Scott. So
Yeah.
Rory is in a point of her life where she's done school. She's trying to figure out her
Yeah.
career. It's not going the way that she wants. I have friends who are like her, where they go from different parts of meeting different people, hooking up with different people, going back to past lives, and it does get a little messy sometimes. And I want to know who the baby's daddy is, but like,
Yeah, but you know what? Actually, the thing I don't disagree with anything
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you
yeah.
said there. The thing that bothers me about her most in the new one, though,
just her character.
no, it's not even that. It's that it's kind of played as just sort of a joke in the show, but like the entire show, she's got this boyfriend.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
And then she
Right.
does not remember who he is.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
what is
She always
that?
forgets him.
And she just forgets to dump him. So she's basically like the entire show. She's basically just blatantly cheating
on
on
him.
her
On
boyfriend.
him.
And I'm like, that's so awful.
Yeah, I just don't know how that happened. But like, I don't know. Even just watching like the normal show, like rewatching it, she sometimes gets annoying. Like, what is wrong? But I get it though, because I feel like it's a very realistic way of showing a
Life.
person's just life in general. Like she was very like school and like academic, and she's very smart, and then
And she
it
goes
didn't
boy
really,
crazy.
Yeah.
And then the Huntsberger dad.
Huntsberger.
You
yeah.
broke that girl.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, but I think Logan was the best guy. Like, I think she should have got married. I don't know why she didn't say. I feel like she should have said yes and then waited. That would have made sense. But also, if she did not say yes, I don't know why they just broke up. Like, why was that just like a thing? Why did they just break up?
Because there's no end goal. Like if the guy wants to be married to you, but you say no, he's gonna be like, okay, I'm done. Like if you were to propose to someone and she was like, no, wouldn't you break up with her? Because then
I
you're like,
mean-
what's the point now?
I mean, but like,
Yeah.
I guess.
It
yeah.
I guess it depends on the situation, but yeah, I mean, generally, I guess if you're looking progression of a relationship, generally it's like if you two of you are supposed to be long term and you're moving towards that, unless it was like I can't right now, but in that case,
Yeah, I feel like that's what
Yeah.
she
That's-
should have said,
yeah.
but she just said no.
yeah,
And then, I don't know.
yeah.
It's also a show. It's also fictional.
No, it's real in
It's
our
very
lives.
real
Fair,
in my
yeah.
life.
Why would you drop out of
Yeah. Oh no, but I feel like Logan is like a mix of Dean and Jess.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was just the only one that got that.
I see that. Yeah.
Because he's like very like supportive of her academic, and he's smart, but he's also not just
Adventurous,
like,
yeah.
you know, a goody two shoes.
Yeah.
Very uptight.
Yep. So are you mostly team Logan?
I am Team Logan. I think he's the best option. I think that storyline got,
Twisted.
yeah.
What are you?
Team Wookie.
With you.
Team who?
Team who?
Wookie?
Who's Wookiee?
Who's
It's in
Wookiee?
the year of a
Oh, is that
life.
the boyfriend she kept forgetting?
No,
Oh.
it's the guy she hooked up with randomly.
Oh yeah, there is a one random guy. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I couldn't finish that.
Oh,
I think I
okay,
watched
yeah.
two.
Some people online might be watching and missed us for a moment.
Oh no.
But let's
That's a
see.
very important conversation.
There we go.
We're back on.
We're back.
Sorry, folks.
Connectivity issues, everybody. The tone of the remake it's a little or reunion or whatever you call it. I found it's a little bit like like they were trying to recapture that feeling of the original series, but sometimes it's a little bit too silly sometimes.
I think it's because also they both grew up a lot, and
Yeah.
she's like in a different phase of her life, so it's hard to get that like nostalgic feeling you get when you watch Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
I just think they shouldn't have remade it.
Yeah, I think they honestly should have just left it there. I don't think there was any story to tell.
We didn't need to follow Rory's story. But did you see that they are doing a remake of One Tree Hill?
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's
Oh
gonna
my
be.
God.
It's like gonna be like a Netflix thingy.
Is what's his name? The guy that played Tristan in it too.
Everyone's gonna be in
Oh
it.
my God.
hang on, which one is One Tree Hill? What's the general story?
They're all the same
They're
story.
all the
like
same
high
story.
school.
But like, because there's another show that I did watch with my girlfriend. I'm trying to think if it was One Tree Hill. Is that the one where like
Chad Michael Murray's
Chad
in
Michael
it.
Murray,
Sophia
and then like there's
Bush.
a basketball thing, and it's like
Oh yeah, so that show like gets crazy.
yeah,
after
does
the
it
get
first
does.
season.
crazy.
It does get crazy.
In fact, not even after the first season. The first season is crazy. Like, it's
Yeah.
like, it starts as one thing, and then like
The storyline.
Yeah,
just-
yeah.
people are dying.
Oh my
and
god!
People are like, it's,
Oh my god! You know what that reminds me of? Have you watched the OC?
I didn't
Oh,
watch
yeah.
it.
Oh
Yeah.
my god! That
You never watched the
first,
OC?
that
I was more
first
into One Tree
season,
Hill.
I feel like should have been split into like 3.
Yeah.
Like it kept on going. Like it just kept on going, and so many things were happening. Like how are they even like processing anything?
Yeah.
If I was them, like they're literally in high school too. So like if I was them, I would just literally just be sitting in my room. Like I'm not going out.
Yeah, it's funny. I watched the OC years ago, right? And then I rewatched it not that long ago. And I remember I had these memories of the show, again, exactly what you just said, thinking that all of these storylines, I in my mind had thought happened over multiple seasons.
Multiple seasons.
And the thing is because I think it's because of the way shows are today, the shorter series,
Yeah,
streaming.
I guess.
Some of those little story arcs in season 1 would be an entire season.
Yeah.
But season 1 of the OC is just like,
Is just like honestly like a whole I think it's like 100 episodes.
Yeah.
And it had like 5 different storylines. A girl almost died. A girl almost OD'd. Like, oh my goodness.
Scares you when you're in high school.
that was another show, yeah, like,
But it was so entertaining.
Yeah.
I needed the drama.
yeah.
I needed the drama.
I was more into One Tree Hill than I was OC.
I mean, One Tree Hill is up there as well.
Oh yeah,
Like
for
the-
sure.
Craziness.
The craziness.
Yeah.
I never watched One Tree Hill before, but again, I watched it more recently, and I just
a
remember
lot.
thinking like, when you look at where the show starts and where
Where
it
it
ends
ends.
up, I don't even know how we got here.
Oh
I don't
my
even
gosh,
know how we
yeah.
got here.
I feel like that is true for a lot of the shows in like the early 2000s, like Vampire Diaries and like
Yeah.
Teen Wolf and stuff. Like, oh my goodness, the things that happen in that show, especially when supernatural stuff starts getting involved.
It just becomes a
It
whole
just-
other
yeah.
genre.
Yeah.
And that's when I click out. But no, yeah, so apparently they're creating a remake or like a continuation of One Tree Hill. So I'm excited to see how that goes. But again, it could be one of those things like Gilmore Girls where you should have just left it where
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
I hope it's not though. I want to see Chad Michael Murray again.
I know he's in it for sure.
Yeah, I guess it depends. Because I remember they redid the X-Files a few years ago. And it kind of, I don't know if you guys have watched the X-Files.
Oh,
but,
I haven't.
I was
But
too young.
I watched it a little bit when I was young, but I found it scary.
Yeah.
And then I did an entire watch of the whole series on Netflix. And that was cool to watch. But then they came out with new episodes. And again, it felt like they were trying to make the same thing, but it didn't quite.
Hit
Yeah.
as much as it did. Yeah.
And so I don't know. It's maybe it's hard to recapture the tone, recapture the thing. The other problem as well that I think it is like, I know especially the X-Files is like the way you could shoot a show and the pacing and the way it would
Yeah.
right was different for its time. And I think they tried to shoot it in that similar pacing in like 2020 or whatever.
Yeah.
And it didn't quite. I don't know.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like it
that
fit.
makes sense.
Our attention spans are different.
Different.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what it was, but
I also think it's the cameras. Like I just noticed, like when I was watching Gilmore Girls, like it progressively the cameras get more better, and then it just loses its like nostalgic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, because now everything's super HD.
Yeah, super HD, like very, very like focused, and it's I don't know.
The show wasn't made for that. And then also the other thing with these remakes is like everybody's like way older.
Yeah.
So like everyone's just, whoa, they all look.
Yeah, it's so different.
I think the remake or like from a storyline pulled from a show that works is Young Sheldon.
Yes.
No, I've
I
never
think
watched
that
it.
show
Oh my
really.
God, I love Young
I
Sheldon.
cried at the end.
Oh my God, me. I was watching it in class. Like,
Excuse me.
I was watching it in class the last episode. I
Oh,
wasn't doing anything. I think we had
cried.
like a work period, and I was trying so hard not to. I had tears in my eyes, and we were literally like watching Shakespeare. Like everyone was like, "Are you crying to Shakespeare right now?"
You're
I
like,
was
"Yes,
"No."
yes, I am."
Yes.
It was it was a good, but it's interesting because now they're creating a remake, or they're creating a new storyline
With
Georgie and
yeah,
Mandy.
But I loved their story.
I
and I
do
would
too.
watch it. I would.
I never watched Young Sheldon because
You should.
I remember like because Big Bang Theory happened,
Yeah.
and then they announced this show, and it looked completely different, and I was like, "There's
But-
no way that spin-off is going to
but
be
Yeah.
good."
I
It's so
think it's
good.
better.
It's
I
a
think it's
completely
better.
different type of show, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't even know it was a spin-off of anything. I thought it was just Young Sheldon. Like I thought it was like a standalone thing, and then I realized later it was for Big Bang Theory, and I was like, oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I think that's the beauty of it. Like if you're gonna make a spin-off, it should be completely different.
Yeah.
I actually kind of agree because other times when there have been spin-offs where it's kind of the same thing with like it usually doesn't work. Like when they did after Friends, there was a Joey spin-off.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Like
Yeah.
one series.
Although Fuller House worked from
That
Full
was on
House.
Netflix. I never watched it. It was good.
I liked it.
I think my sisters rewatched it like thousands of times, but
I
I've
liked
never-
it. It was nice to see how like the girls grew up and how they became like their dads, and like
Interesting.
how
Yeah.
it just full circle. But it also shows generational trauma right there. But no, I enjoyed that show.
I think my brother watched it. I don't think I ever watched it.
Yeah. I just remembered it was always playing on the TV, but I don't know.
I liked it.
I think you have to be like, I don't know. It's a big risk when you decide to remake something,
Yeah. Yeah.
especially if that thing was really popular and really good. I mean, we talk about it a lot as well. Like, it's similar to like we talk a lot about Disney on this show.
Uh-huh.
Like the
like,
remake.
A lot of the
The
Disney
remakes.
remakes. And again, it's like, you
Getting
know,
too much.
yeah. And again, if you're going to try to remake a classic that like basically some people like, for me, Beauty and the Beast is my
Oh,
favorite movie,
yeah.
right? Or favorite Disney movie, I should say.
It's like what?
Favorite movie.
Yeah. But I believe it's a perfect movie. It's perfect.
It's a great movie.
It
Yeah.
is. I think Tangled is an even perfecter one.
Oh, I like
I'd be
Tangled.
worried if they remade that one and
In live action.
imagine how long
Oh
that
my
hair-
gosh.
It would be hard to
Yeah.
recreate.
CGI hair.
CGI
there
hair.
you go.
But I find that that's one of the problems with remaking any of these animated movies is because there's an expressiveness and a way that,
Yeah,
that the
the
characters
animations were. It's just hard to bring that to life. Like what they did with Aladdin and then the remake of that.
Yeah.
I honestly felt like it was a good movie, just standalone, but it wasn't a good remake. Like I just feel like it missed out on certain things
Fair.
that should have been. I feel like Jafar was too nice.
Yeah.
Like in the
can, and
animation.
too young too. He was
Yeah,
too
in the
young.
Yeah.
animation he was like scary. Like
Old
when I
and yeah.
like I would used to like shiver in my boots. Like
Yep.
you know.
Yeah, I actually think we've talked about the Aladdin remake because I
Scott
was
hated it.
not a fan of it at all. But
I
again,
liked it.
But again, I'm not a fan of it. Like you just said, it's not a good remake because it's not possible for me to watch that movie without thinking about the original. And
Yeah.
I love the original. So all I see is all the things that are wrong with it. But you might be right in that if the original didn't exist and I
it
just
would have been a
watched
good
it,
movie.
yeah, maybe because I wouldn't have been thinking, oh, you did this wrong and
Yeah,
this is wrong,
yeah.
you know. So who knows?
Yeah.
But I think Jafar is like 20 years too young.
Yeah. Like he
Too
needs to be
nice.
way meaner looking.
Yeah, the
Very
deeper
scary.
voice.
Who would you have then?
as Jafar?
As
Yeah.
Jafar. Ooh.
Okay, that's a good question. Let me
That is a
think.
good question. I don't know.
Trying to think who would I have seen that would have been good as Jafar?
And so Scott didn't like Will Smith as Genie.
Really?
No.
That's an unpopular opinion.
Who would you have rather?
Okay, so if I was to cast again, if we're trying to think, the original Genie, for example, I know that part was like made for Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then that's why there's all these rapid like transformations and voices and stuff like this, and stuff like
Yeah,
this, you
yeah.
know. And when Will
Is
Smith
that your audition?
Will Smith is not capable of doing that.
Really?
He just wasn't. But what they should have done, if you're going to keep Will Smith, is I would have liked to see them make the character more different, like completely different.
Make it more Will Smith.
So that we're not trying to do the Robin Williams genie.
Yeah.
This is a new genie.
Okay, I see that.
Whereas, so for me, Will Smith's genie was just a not very good Robin Williams impression.
Fair.
So
Okay,
that's
fair.
my issue with it. So who would I have cast? I mean, if we're going to try to imitate Robin, which is hard, you got to go Jim Carrey maybe. Somebody who's at least that level of animatedness.
True.
But then again, I don't even know if I would necessarily want that. I don't know if Jim Carrey would want to do that.
I feel
Yeah.
like Jim Carrey is too perfect as the Grinch. I would see too much Grinch
Yeah.
in Genie
Yeah.
if that were the case.
But he at least is capable of that rapid fire
that rapid
speed.
fire speed and just
And-
the
and-
voices and,
and-
the animation style
Yeah.
acting.
and impressions and things. But you like Will Smith as a genie.
I did like. I thought he was funny.
But here's a question. Were you obsessed, or not obsessed, but did you enjoy the original Aladdin as much as we did?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that was my favorite Disney movie for a long time. And then I rewatched Tangled again, and I don't know, like it just everything was like so perfect, and I just was like, that's yeah.
I like the music in Tangled,
Tangled is a
actually.
fun movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you have that action, you know, when she's like climbing and swinging
Yeah.
with her hair, and then like Flynn Rider is probably my favorite Disney prince. Second to Aladdin, maybe. But yeah, like their banter was good, and then the evil mother, like I don't know, I was like analyzing it as just a movie, and I felt like it just hit all the aspects.
Tangled
It's a
is
rom-com.
Tangled is the one with the guy where that meme where he made like the
Yeah,
that face,
yeah.
and then she just looks at him,
and
'cause
she
she
just
doesn't
looks
know
at
what it
him, and
is.
she's like, "What?" And then she hits him with the frying pan.
Yep.
That's a funny moment. Yeah,
It's a good movie.
that's good. Got to be careful with remakes, people. Got to be careful with remakes.
Like the Mulan remake was weird.
Oh, I don't think I saw that actually.
You didn't miss much.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, the thing is, we've said it before. I don't really like any of the remakes. Like, I don't like any of them. But
Did you like the Cinderella remake?
did I see the Cinderella remake?
I don't know. Did you?
I don't think I've seen
It was
it.
the first one that was remade.
No, I never saw it. The only ones I've seen, no, I'm not going to go through all the ones I've seen. The other ones I think I kind of didn't mind. I would say Little Mermaid wasn't bad, but I didn't like it
Fair.
overall.
Yeah.
Cinderella 2 is one of my favorite
I think with
like continuation of Disney movies.
Do you guys think the new Snow White's going to be good?
No.
No.
I'm worried for them.
Yeah. I saw her interviews. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be great. Very great.
I feel like there's so much politics already surrounding
know.
that movie
It's
that
just
I'm
like, I
Yeah.
don't know why. Like, if you're going to remake it, why don't you stick to the actual original thing?
just don't
Yeah.
remake it. If
Yeah.
you are, my
Everything
thing,
doesn't need a remake.
Yeah, exactly. My thing is if you're already having this like drama around the movie and the name and the cast that they're going for,
Yep.
maybe you just nix it and say
Yeah.
maybe we'll try again in a few years.
Yeah, when
Let's-
it's just more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I know for sure, like again, pointing at the politics thing, is so I know that like there's going to be some element of the internet that whether it's good or not, will say it's bad because
Yeah.
it's serving whatever agenda or whatever. So I know that's the case. And there's another segment who will say it's good no matter what. So we have to kind of avoid both of those. And then I just want to be able to, but is there a possibility that it will be a good movie on its own? I don't know.
Yeah.
The thing is, if I'm only going off of the previous remakes, I have to think probably not.
Yeah.
But I want it to be good.
Yeah. But like selfishly though, I would love to play Jasmine in a live action if they ever do it.
Hey, hey
I'll
could
literally
happen.
be there.
There you
Yeah.
go. Taylor's in the chat. Taylor Brown says, "Good morning, sit down."
Morning.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Taylor. It's
Morning.
early for you on a Sunday morning. Good
Right, yeah,
morning.
he's on the West Coast.
Oh, okay.
So he's 3 hours behind. But we are at the halfway mark.
Yeah. So, do you think maybe we could convince you to maybe perform something? Do
I
you
don't
think?
know, guys.
She wants to be Jasmine in the remake of Aladdin.
Of
So
course,
here's your
of course.
audition.
Of course, I'll do it.
All right. Well, then, okay. How about this? We're going to do our ad break. Why don't you make your way over to the performance area, and we'll do the ads, and then when we come out the other side, maybe we'll see a live performance. Everybody.
Maybe. We don't know.
Maybe. All right, you can head over there.
Maybe we don't know yet over there.
Maybe. Everybody, today's episode of the Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown is brought to you by the following fantastic advertisers. They make this show possible, so let's meet them, shall we? The Toronto real estate market is growing and changing every day. In these challenging times, you need someone in your corner.
Yep.
Jeanette McKenzie, Realtor at Forest Hill Signature, is committed to looking out for you. She'll go the extra mile to ensure you have all the information you need to make a decision you can feel confident about. Purchasing a home is one of the biggest financial investments you'll make in life. Don't leave it to chance. Call Jeanette McKenzie at Forest Hill Signature. She's my realtor, and she could be yours. Call today at 416-523-0408 or email at JMckenziehomes at gmail.com. Jewelry forever. Conveniently located at CF Markville Shopping Center on 5000 Highway 7 East, Markham. They do custom-made jewelry, repairs. They have custom laser engraving. And they change watch batteries, all done on site. Jerry at Jewelry Forever is an incredible artist. Do you need something fixed, something repaired? I saw him restore a ring that got crushed by a car. He also makes custom stuff, so if you need something, created, or you have a vision for something you want made, he can make it for you. And we have a great deal worked up with him, don't we, Regine?
Yes, we do. If you go in and let them know that Scott and Regine sent you, you'll get 15% off your entire purchase.
That's right, 15% off, 15%. Mention the show, get a great deal. Jewelry Forever. When you're ready to save forever, think Jewelry Forever. Beautified by Romina.
Internationally trained hair and makeup artist. She is the official makeup artist of the Sit Down. Also, she'll be the official makeup artist at the JDL Fun Fashion Show today. So if you're looking to get beautified, meaning hair and makeup, or maybe just hair or makeup, for a date night, your wedding, engagement photos, engagement parties,
Films. She does everything, men and women.
Check her out on Instagram and Facebook at Beautified by Romina.
And if you would like to advertise on the show, it's very easy, right, Regine?
It's simple. All you have to do is email us at radioshowad, that's radioshowad at gmail.com.
That's right. We do the show live every week, people. And we also do the ads live week to week. What does that mean? It means you can personalize them week to week.
Yep.
Do you have an event, a sale, something happening at a particular time, a particular place? You let us know. We let your potential client base know in real time. It's an amazing way to build a brand new relationship with a brand new audience. Get in touch, radioshowad at gmail.com.
That was really loud in my mic. Or my headphones.
I can't tell if the mics are too loud or louder than usual or
if
something
it's
else.
you.
Who knows?
But anyways, we are back.
We are back, and everybody, please give a warm sit down. Welcome. Well, she's already been on the show. Welcome. A warm round of applause. Performing her brand new single. Please take it away. It's Aashika Reddy.
Boy, you want it, want it, want it. You got it, taking all my breath away. You embody someone with a special kind of. I want it, I want it. Blame it on me, loving everything you see. Everything you see, and talk is cheap. Leave it on the floor for me. No, I'm not so usually this blunt, but you're making me rewrite all the rules to find a way for it to come to life. My life, baby, take control of me. I'm calico, I'll say something for ya, something for ya. No, all of this nonsensity, just tell me that you want it, and baby, when you got it, I could poison. Yeah, baby, take control of me. Oh, I'm calico, I'll say something for ya. No, all of this nonsensity, just tell me that you want it, and baby, when you got it, I'll get. No, yeah. Boy, you want it.
And we're back. And they're back. I unmuted yours. Yep.
Well, that was a stupendous performance.
Yes.
By Aashika
Thank
Reddy.
you. Thank you.
That was a good vibe. It was funny because I was so into your music, and I'm like, oh wait, how much more time do we have? That was
good.
awesome.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, I like the
The
vibe.
grooviness.
Yeah.
what would it remind me of? What era? What vibe? There was kind of
It was giving me Runway.
Runway, really.
It was giving me, well, because like, as I was talking about earlier, we do have the JDL fashion show
Yeah.
later today, and I'm like, this is a good beat to walk to.
Maybe you should play it on the runway.
Maybe.
Could happen.
Maybe.
You might hear it later today.
You might hear it later
Maybe.
today, guys, if you go to their event.
But it's also like one of those things, because like obviously in the world of pageantry, that could also be a song played when people are walking.
Maybe it will
yeah.
I'm just saying.
be. I was feeling, I don't know, was there any kind of 90s inspiration or
It
2000s?
was,
2000s.
I feel like it was more of like an Afro pop type of inspiration that was going on. I really like, in my music, I love to include my culture and like different aspects of genres and
that.
stuff. So you'll hear like the runs that I did in the back on the actual song are very like, we call it like Carnatic music, so like Indian Bollywood type of vibe.
Nice.
And then the guitar and the drums are very like Afro beat, and also like it kind of brings in that culture as well.
Nice.
So I love to do that.
I'd love to hear it.
It was really, it was fun to, you know.
To vibe
move
to.
vibe
As I
with.
was shooting it, I was like,
Yeah, I saw you. He was really getting into it, guys.
this guy.
No, but it's really, I love that you incorporate your culture in your music. How important was music for you growing up and in your household?
Both of my parents are software engineers, so no one really, so no one was really
So important.
in the music field, which I feel like is very special to me because I'm like paving the way, like me and my sister, and I don't know. I've always kind of been singing, and my mom is always so supportive, and she like put me into like piano classes and singing classes, and because I love to do it, and that's kind of how it formed from there. Yeah. And I mean there's also like a lack of representation like for South Asian artists right now in like the Western music field, so that's a big goal of mine, to like really represent my culture as like a Telugu person, which is like in South India.
Yeah.
But yeah, to really represent us in the Western music and like R&B and pop music.
I love that. Take up
Yeah.
your space, girl. I love that.
It's great. I mean, I really love that synth in the song.
Yeah. Do 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 do. It's very fun.
It's you just move. Moves.
Your mic sounds really quiet.
Hello.
Oh no, it was loud before. Now it's
Yeah,
quiet.
now it's like quiet.
You know, something's going on. Oh wait, it sounds weird. Wait,
I think
Oh.
sorry, I unplugged it and plugged it in. It
that
actually sounds better.
Yeah. And say I think we need new equipment. here on the
Everything's
sit
falling
down.
apart. I was actually looking at we have a compressor here, and I can tell it's either on its last legs or maybe it needs to be opened up and
Clean.
maybe it
Cleaned?
needs to be cleaned.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean-
It's
Needs
like
a nice cleaning.
one
Yeah.
day we were like, oh, we need new cameras. The quality's not great. And we're like, maybe we should just clean it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I really wiped down the lens, and I was like,
Like,
wow, that
oh.
looks so much better.
It's so clear.
So you know,
I love it
Simple
for us.
solutions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So great music, great song. You said an EP is in the works.
Yes, it is. I can't tell you when it'll be out, but I can tell you it is going to be an experience. Like I have a lot of stuff, cool stuff happening there. I would think like if SZA and Kiana Lede and Tate McRae had a baby,
Ooh.
that would be it.
There you go.
There you go.
did you say how many songs you planned for it to be?
There's like 5 songs, 2 interludes, and one of the interludes goes straight into the next song, and it's really cool. So if you do listen to it in order.
Got
Because
it.
it's very intentional.
So
So
don't shuffle.
Don't shuffle.
So the interlude, it's like a transitional
It's
piece
almost, yeah, it's really cool. It's like very spacey and atmospheric, and you'll hear my voice a lot, and then it goes straight into like this trap beat, and I'm almost rapping on it. And I've never done that
Ooh.
before,
That's so
but
cool.
it'll sound really good, I promise.
I like though the idea of, talking about the interludes and wanting to listen in order. Like that's very that's quite an old school idea of because I remember especially some of the albums I really like from
Yeah.
the 70s, say Pink Floyd and a lot of those artists who they're when you listen to their album, it's like the entire album is
It
meant to be an
flows.
experience.
Yeah, exactly.
So I like that you're kind of.
I
doing
love
something like that.
love when projects are like an experience and you have to go through what the artist went through. So I'm really excited.
Awesome.
Very cool. Do you have any estimated idea of when it'll be ready, or what do you think?
I'm trying to get it out by the end of this year.
Got it.
If not, very early January.
All
But
right.
so
Cool.
soon, very soon, guys. I
So we will
promise.
have you back on when that is
Yes,
ready, and
yes.
we can talk about the experience that we
Of
go through as
course.
listeners. I'm excited.
It's cool. Stay tuned, people. Stay
Stay
tuned.
tuned.
Yeah.
Do you perform live often? Do you?
I do. I mean, literally like 2 days ago, I was at the Honey Jam concert. It was so fun. It was at TD Music Hall, and there was like around 200, 300 people there. So it was really fun. It was my first time playing with like a live band and everything. And I like did this thing where I was like telling the audience to sing my song, and they were singing my lyrics back, and I literally
saw
felt
that
on top
video.
of the world.
Oh, nice.
I loved it so much, but I definitely plan on performing more often, at least very like intimate stuff in venues and stuff. But I love being on stage, guys.
I love
Very
that.
cool.
Come
So
watch my next show.
there you go. Do you have one? Do you have any?
No,
not
no,
yet?
but
so stay tuned.
Stay
Coming
tuned,
soon.
guys.
Anyone looking for a performer in the GTA, here you go.
Boom.
Talk to me.
Zachary, just
Exactly.
popping in to say hi, giving the stream a like. Hi, Zach. Welcome.
Thank you for the like.
Welcome. How was the experience or the adjustment performing with a live band?
It was so cool. Like this, if you thought the song was good, you should have seen it live. Like the band really made it such a beautiful piece, and the arrangement was a bit different. So we kind of started in with a hook, and then we went in, and then we did it multiple times, and it was just I did it different every time, and it was just so fun. Like it really brought that energy on stage,
Yeah.
and I loved it. And we did have like background vocals too, so it just sounded very full and very nice.
That's
But-
awesome.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. So how does the Honey Jam work? Because I know, Margaret Williams, who we've had on, she was also part of that. So
Yeah.
what's the process like? So you meet with the band and then they learn you bring them a song, they learn the song?
So it's like it's a program for the whole summer. So you have to audition, and funny enough, I didn't audition.
Oh.
I was very sick during the time of audition, so I sent them an email and I was like, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it. And so
Yeah.
I just kind of left it. Like I was like, no way they're gonna, take me, right? Then I get a call a couple weeks later, and she was like, you're in the Honey Jam. I sent you an email. I was like, Honey Jam? I was like, what do you mean? But it was such a fun experience. Like they had different seminars and like sessions with like industry professionals, and I met with like Warner Music and like a bunch of industry stuff going on, and it was very good. It was like a nice like mentoring kind of thing, and then at the end they have the concert showcasing what you've been working on for a couple months.
That's awesome.
really cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So make sure you follow on social media, because I'm sure there'll be a lot more performances coming up.
Yes, for sure.
That's
I'm
right.
excited.
We have one segment left.
One segment.
Oh, I thought we were going
What
to talk
should we
about
talk
C&E.
about?
Oh.
C&E?
Well, it depends. So what time do we have to be?
I got 30 minutes. Or do you have to end?
No.
Oh.
I can be here forever and ever and ever.
I
Okay, well
can't
then-
be forever and ever.
So then we have one segment left after this, what we're about to talk about.
Well, just because, it is Labor Day weekend.
That's
and
right.
It
The
is
CNE, the last day is tomorrow.
Exactly.
Oh, it is, yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So we thought, since all three of us have been to the CNE, why not wrap up our summer sit
call.
down with
Yes.
a little...
Okay, so let's talk about it. So we all went.
Yes.
You tried the...
I actually tried two things.
Oh, what'd you have?
Two things?
Yeah, I know you had the twisted pickle.
So I had the twisted
Okay.
pickle the first time. So I went twice. I went Wednesday and then I went yesterday. So I got the twisted pickle. It was actually really good.
Really?
I love deep fried pickles.
Okay.
So to me, that was just like one giant
Yeah.
literally it is a
Yeah,
giant
yeah.
deep fried pickle. So I really enjoyed it. It was hot when you bite into it at first. And I've never had a hot pickle. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, this is weird. But then as it cooled down, it got better.
Okay.
Nice.
And then yesterday, I had the foot-long matzo stick hot dog.
Oh.
Or matzo dog.
It's just a matzo stick deep
matzo
fried
s-
in a
okay.
bun, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That must have been good.
The cheese pull was incredible.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
But then you're just like, after eating after eating a few bites with the bun, I'm just like, I don't need the bun.
Yeah, the bun seems redundant. I agree.
I just got
Yeah.
the matzo stick, yeah.
Nice. What
Nice.
about you?
I think I ate the truffle fries, like the long one, the swirly one. That was
Ooh.
really good. I didn't expect it to be very good. And then, I don't know, we ate like random stuff. I think we ate some of the wings, and then we had, oh my God, we had these tacos, and it was so good. I forgot the name of them, but like genuinely, I would eat like 10 more.
Wow.
Like they were so amazing. And we got strawberries dipped in chocolate.
Ooh.
Delicious.
Great way to end the night.
So I was going to try some of like the weird
Yeah, I'm
foods.
surprised you didn't.
Well, so I got there kind of early. So I'm like, I haven't even had breakfast. So I went to the food building,
okay.
and there was a place called Egg.
Oh, yeah. The
something.
sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I basically was like, oh, perfect. I can get a breakfast. So I ate that.
Okay.
So that was my breakfast. That's kind of a pretty normal food. And then I was like, oh, we got to get Tiny Tom donuts.
Yeah.
So then I went up and I got, because Tiny Tom's like the classic. So I got,
Yeah.
but I bought 2 dozen. I don't know why I bought 2 dozen. I'm like, oh, I like
They suckered you in with their deals.
Yeah, and so I bought those, and then like, I my girlfriend had like maybe 1, and then my parents were there too.
Yeah.
They had, I don't know, 1 each. So I basically ate all of the donuts.
Oh my goodness.
Like all of them, like just both bags were
What
just
flavor?
gone. I bought 1 apple cinnamon
Okay.
and 1 with icing cinnamon. Not
Like
cinnamon.
the regular.
The white ones,
Yeah.
icing sugar.
Yeah.
I think I prefer apple cinnamon actually. Next time I'm just gonna get 1 dozen. But after eating those 2 dozen donuts, I was just kind of done. Like I'm like I don't. Like later on, a few hours later, we were like, oh, we should try that. There was like that mochi thing that I wanted to get, and I was just like, honestly, I've
Yeah,
eaten
it
2
took
dozen
me a while.
donuts.
Like I really needed to
Walk it off.
Yeah.
That
And
was
especially going
us.
on the rides right after.
Oh,
not a good idea.
no.
Yeah.
We did, when I went on Wednesday, we got the deep fried cookie dough. I didn't
Ooh.
like it. So you had the option of like a chocolate thing. So we had like O. Henry, Reese's Pieces, and cookie dough. I didn't like the cookie dough as much. because it was like a weird texture because it's still
Raw.
semi
okay,
raw,
yeah.
and then you bite into it and you're like, ooh, I don't
I
like
could see
this.
that.
I
I
like
could
a
see
deep fried Mars bar better, but
I've had that. I've had that in past
I haven't
years.
had that. I really wanted to try, but I just didn't find them there. I think I went the first day, and I don't know.
the deep fried. So I saw that they had like the deep fried Oreo with a pickle. I couldn't get my head around that.
What other things did we do at the X?
I played a game. I
Did you
won.
win?
I did. So I played a
Yes.
few games, and my husband's like, "You're terrible at skill level games, but you're great at luck games." And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
So what'd
She's
you
just
win?
a lucky girl.
I won. I should have brought it. I should just leave it here. It's like a small. This small. It's like maybe a little bit bigger than this size. Pink pig.
Oh, nice.
I think I have a picture of it.
They had a retro video game area, and I played the classic Duck Hunt.
I saw Duck
Okay.
Hunt. Oh, sorry, I yelled into the mic. I saw Duck Hunt, and I thought of you and your brother.
I did okay at it, but I couldn't even beat. So we went to the Toronto Gaming Expo a few months ago, I guess, and they had a Duck Hunt tournament going on, and I went first, and I broke the high score
Here's
at the
my
time.
pig.
That's so cute.
Here's my pig.
It's a little bit bright,
Too
but
bright. Hang on. Give me 1 second.
yeah. So yeah.
You did it.
Oh, there it is. Oh yeah.
That's so adorable.
It's so cute.
Very nice, and you won it.
I did.
Damn.
It was on one of those like the birthday one.
Oh, okay.
Where you put your money it was $2. You put your money
Oh,
on
yeah.
like the birthday month or the month. And there was just me and like a family there, and I was like, let's put July because that's my wedding anniversary. And then she rolled it and it hit July. I'm like, yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I beat
Sorry.
the high score at that tournament, and so I thought I was going to win the tournament, and then my brother ended up coming in and demolished my high score and
Oh,
beat me.
no.
Yeah, but so then I saw it again at the X, and I tried, but I was pretty tired, and I realized like I thought I had done well, but I couldn't remember what my high score was before, and then I checked, and I was like, oh, I didn't even hit my personal best, so
Really?
never mind. Yeah, but I'm pretty good at Duck Hunt. I noticed as I was shooting, like from time to time, like a crowd would form, and I always feel so cool. I'm like, oh yeah, skilled.
Only you. No, I saw it yesterday, and I was like, oh. And I-
And I watched wrestling. There was some live wrestling there.
Really?
there
Yeah, there's
was.
one
It was like
section.
hidden.
Oh.
Yeah, you had to walk into like it's one little like bar area or something.
Oh.
I will say it was okay, but I should say I'm kind of a big wrestling fan these
Okay,
days.
okay.
This one, the wrestling was good, but the crowd was very like they're not a wrestling crowd, so they were
Okay,
very
so they were just like, oh,
yeah.
yay.
So the atmosphere
Yeah.
was not what it needs to be, but it was fun, whatever.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff did you do?
Well, I went with my friend and my mom and my sister, but honestly, I went on most of the rides, and I realized that they're so old, and it actually hurt. Like, I think one of them, I literally jammed my elbow into this, because I didn't know it was, like, the gravity was, like, pushing me to the side, and my friend was there, too, so her weight was, like, on me, and I'm, like, on this side over here, and I literally had a line across my thigh. So that was not fun. But then I ate some food, and then I was very happy. And then I
Okay.
did it all over again.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There's something about those rides that I can't get behind.
They're just, I think they're just old. That's what, because they reuse the same ones, and then it's just like, they hurt.
And they're a bit rough.
Yeah, they're very like rough. Even the roller coaster one, I thought it would just be an easy type. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
the way that they turn is like
It's jolty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
jolts you.
I didn't go on any rides this year. I remember, I think it was last year, me and my dad went, because we went to the football game, because, they have BMO Field right in there.
Yeah.
There was
So-
a soccer game yesterday.
Oh, nice. So we went to the football game, and then we came out of there, and we were like, oh, you want to go on some rides? I was like, okay. And we went on this big spinny thing where it's like, it looks like octopus arms, and then there's like 3 carts on each arm.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, so when we were standing in line, I was like, it looks fast. It looks kind of faster than usual. I don't know. And we got on it, and it was like so aggressive.
It's like whiplash. Like
Yeah.
it'll give you that.
I can't. I get motion sick, so I.
Well, listen, we got off the ride, and we were just like,
Yeah.
I guess it's
that's
time-
literally what it is.
Let's go home now.
I got like 3 migraines, but it was
Yeah.
okay. It was very fun.
no. I
It
couldn't do
hit
it.
hard. Yeah.
For me, it's when I don't know if I've said this on the show. For me, it's because they can take it down and put it back up. I
Yeah.
don't trust it.
Yeah, that's what my friend said too.
I'm like, if it's easy to tear down and put up, I'm like, no.
Yeah, I mean,
and the
I
metal's
think
like
they're-
rusting, like
yeah.
I don't know.
I think they're pretty well maintained or whatever, but
I mean, but if you look,
anything can happen, I guess.
But then if you look at it, like if you go to Wonderland, you can see all the stories online about Wonderland and how their rides like shut down halfway through a ride. I'm like, no one's safe anymore.
That's true. Yeah, there has been where a person gets stranded at the top. But yeah, I mean, although I think you don't really hear any like nobody like.
I know,
dies.
but
No
just
one
imagine
died.
just being up there stuck and you're just
I mean,
like,
that would be
and you're
uncomfortable.
upside
I remember
down.
seeing this one where it's like everyone was upside down for like an
Exactly.
hour.
Yeah.
Is that Wonderland or was that something else?
It
I feel
might
like
have
it would
been.
have been
It might
like
have been.
Six Flags or something.
That would have been awful. That would be rough.
I
Like
wouldn't
they
be
were,
able to
and they were
do
just
it.
hanging upside down for like an hour and a half. Like
Yeah.
Imagine if your blood is
I
just
know,
like, oh.
literally, and you can't even just like you can't sit up. You know what I
What if you
mean?
have to pee?
Yeah.
What if it was like one
What
of
if
those
no?
things-
Someone probably peed their pants for sure.
What if it's like, I need to use the washroom? Okay, I'll go after the ride. They're just stuck there.
Did you go into any of the buildings or walk around any of
Oh
that stuff?
yeah, I actually got this bracelet from there.
Lovely.
Very cute. I don't know if they can see it. Yes, they can.
Kind of see it.
But yeah, I got a couple jewelry stuff, and then oh my god, we tried the what is it, liquid nitrogen things
Oh, the one
that
you
you
had,
ate.
the dragon
Dragon's
breath.
Dragon's breath. Oh my god,
Yeah.
it was so cool. Like I was like, and it was smoke coming out of my mouth. It was so cool.
Yeah, I love those. I did that last year as well.
I went with my mother-in-law yesterday, and we have this thing where if we go somewhere, we walk aisle to aisle.
Yeah.
So we did. We walked aisle to aisle, and then
Yeah.
we were like, oh, wait, the ice skating show is coming on. And we're like, okay, this is where we stopped. We go watch the show, come back.
and then wires walking by. Oh, it's very, very organized.
Well, it was also like really hot outside. So we're like,
Yeah.
let's stay in
just
the air
stay-
conditioning as
yeah.
long as we can. But the
so
skating was
real.
cool.
Oh yeah, I didn't see the show. I didn't see that one.
You would have enjoyed it.
Yeah, I went to wrestling. I guess.
It was this year's theme was like movies throughout the years, and guess what movie they opened with, Scott?
Star Wars. Mm-hmm.
Really? How did you get that?
Well, because I figure she's asking because she knows I'm a big Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
So I thought talking movies, and she thought, yeah,
I know, obviously, like, my mother-in-law loves Star Wars, so she was happy about it. So it was,
Star Wars on Ice.
I think it was
Star
like,
Wars on Ice.
I don't know the characters. Maybe
I'm gonna.
it was.
Yeah.
There was a Jedi. One of the main characters came out with his lightsaber.
Okay.
And then Darth Vader came out, and they had their ching 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 ching.
Was what color was the character's
Actually, I
lightsaber?
took pictures of. I took a video of it.
Was it blue or green?
I think it was blue.
Is that
Actually,
a
wait.
good thing? Is that the good guys?
The good guys used blue and green, but I just realized by asking that, like, it could have. There's a variety of people. It could have been Luke Skywalker. He's most likely going to be the one fighting Vader.
And then Princess Leia came out afterwards. Oh, I don't even know what color that is.
Yeah, I'm gonna be so honest. I haven't watched Star Wars or what's the other one? Like
Star Trek?
Star Trek. Yeah.
Oh,
How are your thoughts about that? I feel like you're
see,
either a
like, there's-
Trekkie or a Star Wars fan.
yeah, that's generally the case. Is that?
There's Darth Vader.
Oh, nice.
I used to call him Dark Vader, and everyone's like, it's Darth
It's Darth.
Vader.
It's Darth
Yeah.
Vader.
I'm pretty sure on the show I've been like, Dark Vader, and you're like, that's not his name.
So Star Wars and Star Trek, yeah, they're competing fandoms. You can like both, but I would say like Star Wars is more action, kind of like adventure.
Adventurous.
Star Trek is more like philosophical themes.
Okay.
So like an episode of Star Trek, I can't speak so much for modern Star Trek because I haven't really watched it, and I've heard it's not at the same level. But classic Star Trek, it's like an episode of Star Trek would deal with like they'll arrive on a planet and they'll be like, oh, this race of aliens, they make sure that there'll be like some social issue that they do. So it'll be
Yeah.
like, oh, those aliens, they don't believe in letting maybe it's like they don't let their women do this, right? Or usually they'll flip it on its head. So they'll be like, their men are not allowed to do this. It'll be
Okay.
some alien race like that.
Yeah.
And then the story kind of usually deals with like how these Star Trek people like help them solve it, or like
Okay.
So like
I
basically,
see what you're saying. Yeah.
yeah. So like Star Trek, every episode kind of asks a philosophical question, and like it's
Star Wars
more
is just
movies.
more movies.
yes,
Yeah.
Star Wars is more the journey, the adventure, the hero's journey, and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So there's something I enjoy both, but they're very different in terms of yeah,
I don't watch either.
yeah.
You know what we should do? We should have Michael Chan come back on, talk Star Trek, because he was on Star Trek.
Oh.
And then we'll have you talk about Star
Star
Wars.
Wars, have a little battle.
Although I don't think he has a problem. I don't think he like. I think he likes Star Wars too.
I think he likes both.
Oh.
Yeah, but who knows? Maybe there's probably things to debate.
Yeah.
I would need to study up because I haven't watched any of the new Star Trek. So
That's what I mean. Like, he's all about Star Trek, and you're all about Star. And I'll just be like, I'm bored.
true.
We've
What was his
had
name again?
Michael
Michael
Chan.
Chan.
Michael Chan.
We've had a bunch of episodes specifically on Star Wars.
Yeah, where the whole episode we talk Star Wars and Regine almost says like,
And I'm like, why am I
Zero
here?
words.
I do, hi, welcome to the show.
And then you're just quiet for the whole time.
yeah.
That's literally what has happened. Like,
One day we need to. In fact, you know what we're gonna do next time they're showing Star Wars. Wait, because you've seen Star Wars Episode 4.
I don't know.
Yeah, the original one, the first movie.
Yeah. I've seen it, but I don't really remember the whole thing.
Okay, next time it's going to be showing in theaters. You should come.
Oh, no.
And we'll watch it because I feel like if you're going to watch Star Wars, you never watched any of it?
No.
So I used to think because Star Wars, the very first movie, is Episode 4. That's the one that came out first.
Okay.
And it came out in like 1977, I think is the year.
Okay.
Okay. And I used to say to people, you know, it is the most dated in the sense that like the budget was the lowest, 77, like
Yeah.
movie pacing was different, you know. And so you almost have to watch it understanding that, watching it in the
Yeah.
context of its time. But then recently I saw it in theaters. It was showing at the Fox Theater downtown. And when I watched it with a full crowd,
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, this movie's so good. So now I say to people, if you're going to watch Star Wars, if you're getting new to Star Wars, try to find a theater showing it and go watch it with a crowd of people where there's no phones and it's full and everyone's into it and just popcorn.
Yeah.
Just watch it.
But see,
And it's
I'm the
good.
worst to do that because I'll ask questions. I'm like,
You
"Why
can't
is this
talk during the movie.
Then I can't go to a
Just
theater.
you'll be okay. Just
Just
No.
don't talk.
I mean, you can whisper little things. Like nobody in that theater will have
I
never
think
seen
that's
it.
what
but,
had
like,
happened because we were watching it at home, and I would ask like my husband and his brother, I'm like, "Why is this happening? Why are they doing that?" Da, 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 da. Or his brother would be like, "Oh, this is the best part," and I'm like, "Wow, you ruined it."
Okay, we're gonna go.
no,
And
we're
because
not.
I feel like I'm a good person to watch with because I won't interrupt and I don't say things like that because I'm aware that you're seeing it for the first time. So I'll just let you enjoy it and take it in.
Yeah.
You've been saying that for 5 years now that you're gonna be like, "No, you need to watch it," and I have not yet done it.
One day. But yeah, that would be my recommendation if you're
Okay.
gonna go into Star Wars that way. Watch it in Episode 4, then Episode 5, then Episode 6, and then 1, 2, 3. And then the sequel trilogy you can watch if you want, but they're not for me as good as the rest of the series.
Okay.
And then you got to watch all the TV shows. You have to
Oh,
watch
yeah.
like 800 hours of content to get to know everything.
Okay.
Okay, so
Gotcha,
So
gotcha.
See,
good luck with
watching
that.
like see, like for me, Marvel was easier for me to follow.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. You know what I
Because
mean?
I'm not sitting there. Because I mean, that's what I did during the pandemic. Was literally watch Marvel
Literally,
from
yeah.
start to finish.
Yeah.
Star Wars was not on there. We did. It's funny because we did all of Marvel, all of Harry Potter. You would think my husband would have started with Star Wars.
Yeah.
You guys should watch. You should watch Clone Wars. So Clone Wars is the other Star Wars show. It's an animated
Oh,
show,
okay.
and it takes place in between the second and third movie, Episode 2 and 3, and I think it's really good. There's a lot. There's a lot to watch.
I love how we went from CNE to Star Wars.
Star Wars. I don't even know how that happened.
That was my fault.
But hey, it's good. That's the show. Now we have one final segment.
Yes.
One final segment.
Yes. Oh wait, one other thing I want to say with the CNE.
Go for it.
I went to the farm animals area.
I missed it.
I missed that.
I just
They didn't
thought
have it
about
on the
that.
first day. I don't know why I went on the first day. Oh, actually, I do know why. It's because my sister had like a singing competition there.
Oh,
What
she was
is
part
it?
of the Rising,
Rising Star.
Stars.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice, nice, nice.
So that's when we went, but they didn't have any of the cool stuff.
You know, now that you said, I said that on Wednesday. I'm like, oh, I forgot. We didn't go to the animal thing. And then I was like, okay, I'll go on Saturday when I go with your mom. And again, I forgot to do it.
There were one thing I noticed about it. There seemed to be less animals than before.
Really?
Although I noticed that there was one section they had bunnies, and they were actually letting you pet the bunnies. That was nice. I
See,
didn't
I'm
pet them, but they
scared
had
of
them.
animals. And that building stinks.
Well, not a bunny. You're not gonna pet. You're not gonna be scared of a bunny.
Low-key I am though, cause
Bunny?
like, cause they could just jump at you. You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess they could. I mean, they can
And they have, like,
be if they want to be.
piercing eyes.
But they
Yeah.
are. I feel like they're like the cutest animals, though.
I used to have a bunny as a pet.
Really?
I did. And
That's
then
nice.
I think I talked about this on the show. And then we had to move it to like the basement area because my brother was allergic to it. And we
Oh.
had people living in the basement, and it was like in the staircase that was like the shared section.
Yeah.
And the lower tenant fed my bunny weed. So
Oh, so your bunny got a
got a little high.
high.
Got a little high.
Well, that's. I don't think you've told that story before. Oh, you have on the show?
I think so.
I don't remember hearing that one. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I went to the farm animal area, and like there were less animals, but it was so cool. Like I just like to look at them.
Yeah.
And then there was just this weird moment where like I was standing there with the alpacas, you know,
Yeah.
and then one of the alpacas sort of stood up and like walked over to this area where there's like some hay,
Oh.
and then it just started peeing,
Oh.
and it was peeing for a really long time,
Oh no.
and there was just this weird moment where like.
I just looked at you.
Yeah, well, it's me, it's my girlfriend. There's like a whole group of people, right? And we're all watching this animal, and the animal's just looking at us. And I'm just sitting there thinking, like, this is so weird. Like, we're all standing here watching this animal
Watching him
pee,
pee.
and he's looking right at us. And it was like, this
No,
is
you
so.
probably made him uncomfortable, man.
Yeah, the whole thing was kind of uncomfortable. I was like, what is this?
That's funny.
What does this mean? You know?
Actually, you know what? It was like when I went last year, and I was telling you this, where like the cow looked into my soul, and I was just like,
Yeah.
oh,
It's like
I can't do this.
I can't eat you anymore.
No,
I
but I
can't-
did. But I did anyway. Anyways.
Anyway, we have one more
Anyways.
segment. On that note, I just want to tell the
Yes.
story because I just remember thinking this feels so weird, staring into this animal's eyes while it's just like,
Imagine
Yeah.
it's reversed.
well, yeah.
You're
Yeah.
peeing in
I
an
mean-
animal.
Being an animal's looking at you.
Look, that's what I was imagining. I'm like, this is weird. This is the show.
I mean, if you were to go to like the wilderness and like go camping or something, and then you had to go pee in like a deer.
Yeah,
or,
that would
like,
just be awkward.
Yeah.
It's just like,
It
you
would,
know what I mean?
it would have to be like a herd of deer, though. It's like I'm peeing into a tree, and there's like 12 deer.
and there's
just
12 deer just staring at you, and you're
Yeah.
like,
And they're like, we were gonna eat that grass.
exactly.
we're gonna eat that grass.
We were gonna eat that. That was our lunch. Thanks,
You just
Sorry,
dude.
guys.
know it. Yeah. What are you doing out here, man?
Oh my god, that took a turn. Anyways,
We have one segment
yes,
left.
we
everybody.
do.
Yes, we do.
Have you ever seen this?
No, what is that?
This is the classic game, Barrel of Monkeys.
So you do that. I'm gonna go to the
Oh my
washroom.
gosh.
All right. Came out.
No animals in the
Oh, yeah,
washroom.
yeah.
No
Go, yeah.
animals.
Came out in the 1960s. Okay. This is a segment that every person on the show does. So I will explain how it works.
Okay.
But first, I will introduce it.
Introduce it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's edition of the Barrel of Monkeys World Championship.
Oh. Monkey noises.
You know, top tier intro.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so the way it works, this is the classic game.
Okay.
It starts on the table. We put 1 minute on the clock.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. You grab the barrel. You pour out monkeys.
Okay.
You pick up a single monkey. Okay?
Yeah.
Use this monkey to
Oh,
hook
to hook everyone else on.
Yeah, to hook another monkey. Then you use this monkey to try to hook another monkey.
Okay.
And then you try to hook another monkey.
Oh,
and
it's just so
on.
easy. I'm ready to do it.
All right, nice. So you try to hook as many monkeys as you can in 1 minute.
Okay.
After a minute has passed, I'll say it'll beep, freeze, so we can count them. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 monkeys. The one in your hand
It doesn't count?
does not count towards your total.
Okay.
So what that means is the highest you can score is 12.
Okay.
If you get to the 12th monkey, we'll keep track of how many seconds were left, because that will then see how you place with everybody else.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No. I'm so ready.
So you're not nervous. You're feeling good.
No. I'm so
right.
good.
Glad to hear it.
Okay.
All right. So this is our playing area. So you can pour the monkeys out into this barrel of monkeys
Okay.
tray. Okay. So set that up wherever's comfortable for you. Okay. I will hand you. Yeah. You can push the mic out of the way. I'll hand you that. So you can place that there. All right. I'm setting up the timer. So have you ever played this game before?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I think we're ready here. Let me just set this. I'll set this to this. All right. You're just in time, Regine.
Just in time to see me dominate.
Yeah. She's pumped. She said she's not nervous, and
Love
she said that it looks easy. So
Oh,
Okay.
did she now?
It's gonna be really embarrassing if I don't get it.
It's okay.
all right, here we go.
Ready?
Yeah.
3,
Three.
hands off, lady.
Oh, yeah. 3,
Sorry.
2, 1. Go.
Okay. Oh, I didn't account for the fact that I have nails on.
Oh, that's okay. I have nails and I do it. That is
All right.
no
You know what?
excuse.
She's taken to
doing
it quite
good.
quickly.
Ooh.
Okay. It's really helping me. I'm like scared for this part because I don't have control.
Don't be
You can do it.
scared. I thought it was easy. Did she actually say it was easy?
Yeah, I
She
did.
did. She said, "Oh, that's really easy. I'm ready." But you know what? She's doing quite well, and the pour is quite good as well.
Yeah.
You got 25 seconds remaining on the clock.
Okay, one sec, guys. I just have to get this one.
She's got the right idea. She's got the technique.
Love that.
15 seconds.
And they're all flat on the ground.
It's okay. You got this.
10 seconds. Can she grab one more?
Ah, beautiful.
Ooh, you know what? This is a pretty good score.
Good.
Time.
Ooh, okay.
All
1,
right.
2,
That's a pretty good
3,
stat.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 monkeys. Wow.
Was it easy?
It was just when they were all flat on the ground, and then I had to really scoop it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you did quite well for your very first time.
Really?
Yeah. I think you did
I
well.
mean, we've seen worse.
What's
so.
the worst someone has done?
0.
Really?
It like jumped off last minute.
Oh no.
Yeah, there was like 0 seconds left, and like all the monkeys fell.
Oh,
Not
oh
0,
my
like
gosh.
a millisecond.
It was like a second left. Yeah, I guess there was a second left.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Okay, let me.
That would send me into a spiral.
Yeah, it was.
But luckily for this guest, they've already done it. So when you come back, should you score less,
Okay.
that won't affect your score.
Okay.
Exactly.
Like you can only go better from
I'll
here.
be practicing from now on every single day.
Let's take a look at the monkey standings to see
Okay.
where you
Do,
sit.
do, do.
So it's quite small and hard to read. But
You
what?
can
How many?
make it bigger,
How many did you
remember?
get again?
7.
7 monkeys. So 7 monkeys sits you tied with Carla,
Okay.
Aslan, Glee Dango,
Mm-hmm.
Lauren
Oh
Aronoff.
my god, I know Glee.
Oh, there you go. Dr. Angel Vitale,
Mm-hmm.
Giovanni Ironman Agostini, Colin Campbell, Joyce Chan, Ashley and Alex.
This is too many people.
Yeah, I mean we've
It's a
we've,
good
we've had
medium.
this going for quite
It's
a
a
long
good
time.
medium.
But 7 monkeys. I mean, yeah, you're in good company there.
Okay.
What
I'll
place does that
accept
put her
that.
in?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7th with 7.
There you go. So it's respectable, and like I said, you could have done much worse.
Yep, that's true.
So
Why don't you just put Carla, Aslan, and Glee all on one line?
they are on one line.
Yeah, but put her.
Oh, Aashika as well.
Yeah,
Okay, let's see.
make life a little bit easier. Less lines on this.
True enough. All right, hang on. Okay, hang on. Organizing here, people.
There you go.
Boom. There you go.
A
There's
little
your
easier to
name,
see.
proudly displayed.
Oh my god, I
Yes.
forgot Luke got
on the
one.
list. Oh, yeah,
His
Luke
jump
has got
too.
one.
His jump too.
Yeah, it can be tough because what happens sometimes is like somebody would be like holding this, right?
Yeah.
And they're like looking down here so much, and they're like trying to maneuver the monkeys
And then they
around.
forget.
Yeah, that's
And they
what
forget.
I was very scared of that, you know?
So it's good that you were aware of it because they don't realize. So like they'll be doing something like they'll move like
Yeah,
this,
and then it's just off.
and then
Everyone's done.
the whole chain is just done exactly.
Bye bye
Yeah.
monkeys.
So that concludes this week's edition of the Barrel of Monkeys World Championship. So yeah, that is now the lowest your score can ever be.
Yes.
So next time, maybe when your EP comes out, who knows?
Yeah,
Can have you
maybe
on.
I'll be practicing, guys. I will.
She will train every day between now and then.
Between now and then, I'll be number 1.
Because with the number ones we have now, like that was fairly recent, only a few months ago.
Really?
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh no, the first one who got all the monkeys, I was like, wow, and he got all the monkeys with like 1 second left, and that's when we started keeping track of
The
time.
seconds. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes a difference
Yeah.
too.
It does.
Because somebody passed him now with like
A few, like
5 seconds or something, whatever.
maybe
it is.
2
Yeah,
seconds.
not a lot.
Okay.
And it's
Yeah.
funny because Taylor came on. And he's like, I gotta beat him. Did not.
Yeah, it's tough. And I tried to beat my score, and I didn't do very well.
I beat my score.
What's your score?
What are you at?
I think I'm at 10.
Regine is, you're in third place with,
Ooh.
and I'm in fourth with 9.
No. I'm in 4th place with 10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Because second place, there's 12, and then, because we keep talking
11.
about
Oh,
time,
that's the time.
You should
Antoinette
put,
Targa
you should
is
put
in
Liz and
first.
Bailey on one line.
Oh, yeah,
so
at
that-
11. Okay, I'll do that later.
But anyways, yeah.
Anyways.
We started we started where, like, I think you were at 9, I was at 8. And then progressively got better.
Like, that was a respect. Yeah, 9 was a good score.
Yeah. That's a great score for
But then
starting
once,
out.
but then once you see that people can actually get it on their first try,
Then it just kind of hurts,
I'm like,
doesn't it?
what?
Yeah. Why don't you let us know any social media stuff people can follow you, where they
Of
can,
course.
all that.
Well, you can find me anywhere: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, all under _Aashika Reddy. And you can find my music under my name, Aashika Reddy, on all streaming platforms. So Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Tidal, everything your heart could ever wish for.
Mm.
And of course, the brand new single is
It
there.
is
It's
out. It's been out for a week. I'm very excited for you guys to hear it and let me know.
Stream
like
it,
it.
folks. Stream
Stream
it.
it.
Add it to your playlists.
Add it to your playlist, your
Yeah.
summer bops.
There you go.
Regine, where can people find you?
You all can find me on my YouTube channel for the pageant sit down. I know we've been a little bit MIA lately, but Elizabeth has been busy with her preparations for Miss Captivating, which she's currently in right now. So sending Liz the best of luck this weekend. And so follow us there. You can also find me on Instagram and TikTok at It's Regine Alaina, which you see right here. You can also find me, if you're looking for pageant coaching, on Instagram at pageantcoaching.reginealaina. The link is down below. And today you'll also find me at the JDL fun fashion show later this afternoon at 4 o'clock. I'll be heading there right after this. So there's the poster. Today, Sunday, September 1st, at 4 to 7. 4 is when the doors open. Not only is it going to be a great fashion show, but also amazing performances from the JDL K-pop group and other folks. So make sure you check us out later. So, Scott,
Yeah.
where can people find you?
You can find me right here.
Yeah.
Where you're watching this very video, youtube.com/ScottDionBrown. It's where you get to sit down.
Mm-hmm.
It's where you get the vlogs. It's where you get the music. It's where you get the gaming. It's where you get everything. Unboxings. Tech.
Unboxings.
Yeah, anytime when I'm basically the only stuff I unbox is like if I buy something cool.
Tech stuff.
So like this past year I was building my cinema camera and all that. So
Oh, okay.
I've been unboxing the parts
Yeah.
and doing reviews on it and all that. So that's all on the channel. Hit the like button if you haven't yet. People, hit the subscribe button if you're new. You can also follow me here on Insta, Scott Dion Brown, X at Scott Dion Brown. YouTube's the best place though. Follow the show, The Sit Down with SDB on TikTok, The Sit Down with SDB on Insta, Sit Down Scott on X,
The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown on Facebook.
and then also, of course, you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else your podcast listening experience can happen. It's on a bunch of others. I just don't remember what they all are.
And if you want to sit down with a shirt like Scott's wearing or a mug, you can support the show by getting merch. Link is down below.
Boom. Aashika, thank you so much.
Thank you
For
for
being
having me.
Thanks for joining us.
It was so fun.
We
Yeah,
had
but-
a great time with you, and we can't wait until you're back with your new EP.
Yes, I can't wait either.
It'll be fun. We're excited to see all the amazing performances that you do. So we'll be following on social media.
Thank you. Thank you all for listening.
Of course.
So the way we like to close out the show, Regina and I will say bye to this camera.
Okay.
And then you can grab that mug. And you know how I started the show with
Oh,
the mug
yeah, with
coming
the mug
out?
coming out.
You
You're
can
bringing it
send the
in.
camera at the set the mug at the camera, but you can say your bye first. Like say however you want to say
Yeah.
it, and then say goodbye. So we will say everybody smash like,
Yes.
follow all these people on social media.
To all the students starting school in 2 days, have a great first day of school. Good luck to all the teachers and parents.
Yeah, school's starting.
Yeah. I didn't realize it though. You know what?
Summer's almost over, but not just yet. It ends in a few more weeks.
Sharpen your pencils and get your
Sharpen your
line
brains.
Sharpen
paper.
your brains. Get those
Exactly.
binders, those notebooks.
Exactly.
right.
Stay safe, everyone, and we'll see you next week.
See you next time. All right, we'll send it off. Take it away.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching. You can find all my music, like I mentioned before, on Aashika Reddy. And this was so fun. And next time, I will win the Barrel of the Monkeys.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. How do I do this?
Cheers.
Cheers.